we chose Maya for was the level of control that it gave us over details available in many art packages. We were using Lightwave before we were using Maya, and I couldn't control things like vertex normals so that I could edit my lighting. Often when you're creating trees and outdoor environments, you're doing a lot of fakes. So you end up using a bunch of planes that are crossed in all different directions, but then you have to light them like they're a single object so that they get lit like they would in the real world, because in the real world a tree isn't a bunch of planes that are just intersecting. It's lots and lots of different branches. So having things like our vertex normals and being able to get into little parameters of shading and things that you can't do in a lot of packages has been really valuable. Let's see. So, oh yeah. So this is the bones view. You can see all the bones and how everything is being animated. Right now, her head bones aren't connected correctly, but you can see all the bones in the trees and stuff, and see them all animating. And that's really handy to see what's going on. If something's screwed up in one of your animations and something doesn't look right, you can find out whether something's being screwed up by the engine or whether it's your data. And switch environments for a minute. With this current engine, we're trying to get to a level of sort of feel. One of the main things I wanted to do was keep everything in motion, and that means that everything needs to be animated. And right now you're seeing a static wind, but pretty soon we're going to add in controls to control how much wind is being applied to objects at any given time. We're doing a lot of things like the procedural clouds that'll slowly change over time. And we basically use Maya to generate all of our sort of base artwork, and then bring it into the engine and work from there. So obviously I can jump a little more than I would in a real game. But these insights concentrate on the flow of the game more than the artistic quality of the game. One of the problems that happens in a lot of the sort of level design concept we have right now is a person who's both a game designer and an artist. And so by building our dungeons out of these different blocks, we're able to use Maya to really create the dungeons as detailed and as intricately as an artist would want, and let our game designers use those pieces, put them together in new ways to create the gameplay situation they want. And we're getting into stuff like marking different AI nodes, and just marking different things in Maya has become a really really useful thing. Being able to mark vertices, being able to mark just points in space has been really, really useful for us.
5 minutes.
Okay. What do you want to show?
I think we're actually pretty much near the end of it now. So again, this is our indoor environments. The big difference over our original environments is just the scale of everything. Because of the power of Maya and just the ability to visualize large interior spaces, we can do much more complex pieces. For example, with this one, we have a very large spiral down that before just wouldn't have been possible to create something quite so complex and bring it into our game engine. And
additionally, texture mapping. We were using Lightwave before we were using Maya, and at the time Lightwave had no UV mapping, so the texture capabilities of Maya were really important for us, especially when you get into using multiple